Kieran from Ceroc.
That's right, yeah.
Yes, got it right. And he's going to explain to us a bit about our lesson, probably end up making me dance, which is going to be funny for you guys, not so funny for me. Right, so Kieran, what is Ceroc?
Ceroc is a male-led partner dance. Ceroc is the company name, and we teach dance, commonly known as modern jive, similar to salsa, but what modern jive has is no complicated footwork, so it's really quite simple for anyone to pick up. It's Ceroc is also a complete night out, so what we do is have evenings from 7:30 to 10:30 at night time. It's a 3-hour night, and that consists of a beginner lesson, an intermediate lesson, and then what we call freestyle, where the DJ plays the music and everyone will dance and socialise and stuff as well. So it's a complete night out, and it's extremely popular as well. So
It sounds a bit like a modern take on 40s dancing.
yeah. I mean, it's like it's a fusion really of loads of different dances. There's a fusion of ballroom and Latin. There's salsa in there. There's a bit of hip hop. There's all sorts of these other dances that have come together and formed modern jive. And that's what we teach at Ceroc. So and the beauty of it is that it's so simple and easy for people to pick up that anyone can do it. And people with two left feet constantly come up to me and say, "Oh, I can't do Ceroc, I can't do it." And within a 45-minute beginner lesson, they're then dancing in freestyle.
Sounds like quite easy to pick up then, so anyone could pick it up.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, absolutely.
How did it? When did it start? As in, when did the whole idea of
Ceroc came over from France about 25 years ago. A man called James Cronin, who lived in France, brought it over to the UK, because the word Ceroc is French for "let's rock." So it's like back in the day, it was like a rock and rolly type dance, but obviously Ceroc has evolved now. But yeah, James Cronin brought Ceroc over from France and started up in the UK, started in London, and then a man called Mike Ellard, who is still running Ceroc nationally, then decided to take it make it as big as possible. He then started up franchises, and the first franchise outside of London was Norwich. So Norwich has been running for 22 years, and then from the minute that Mike Ellard took Ceroc over from James, it just went massive, and it's now global. It's in countries such as
really
Canada and America. Yeah, it's really gone quite big in the last sort of 10-15 years, and we're getting to the point now where roughly about 750,000 people will dance Ceroc this year in the UK. So it's quite a lot of people that it's got to that sort of number now. So and I run the franchise now with my business partner Anna. We run the franchise for the east side of the country. So we run 9 venues across Norfolk and Suffolk, 2 of which are in Ipswich on a Tuesday and a Thursday night. So yeah, the popularity is always growing, really.
I mean, I'm surprised that it's been around for 25, 30 years.
Yeah.
It's a long way. It just doesn't sound like, because you said modern jive, it doesn't sound like it had come from that long ago.
Yeah, I mean the word modern jive is it's just been about, really. It was never really officially called modern jive, but yeah, that's just the way it is. It's called modern because it keeps evolving as well. I mean, 25 years ago it was very jivey and the dance was very bouncy and rock and rolly, and nowadays it's evolving into a lot sort of smoother and a lot simpler and a lot more fluid. So the dance always evolves, and I think that's why the name modern becomes about it, because it is up to date, it is modern, and it keeps evolving. So but I mean, we still have members dancing from 20 years ago, and we still have members that are still joining now. I think that's where the word modern sort of comes from, because it just keeps evolving, really.
I wonder how many shoes they get for in a year.
Yeah, well, I mean, the shoes I wear I just wear cheap pumps from Sports Direct in town and stuff, because I get through so many pairs. It's a question I get asked all the time actually about what to wear, and all I say is wear whatever you feel comfortable in. But for ladies, don't wear 6-inch heels. You know, it's just as long as you don't wear 6-inch heels, you'll be fine. But yeah, whatever you feel comfortable in shoe wise, you'll be fine.
So what events you got going on around Felixstowe?
Well, Felixstowe, we don't actually run a regular class in Felixstowe at the moment. As I said earlier, we've got 9 venues, so we've got quite a lot on each week as it is. But I mean, it's something that we definitely would like to do in the future, move to Felixstowe. And we've done an event this year in Felixstowe at the leisure centre, and we were raising money for I can't remember who it was. It was quite a while ago. But basically, it was a swimathon in the main swimming pool area, and then we were in the main hall, and we did an all-nighter. So we danced from 8 p.m. until 6 o'clock in the morning, raising money. So it was so we have been at Felixstowe before, but we don't run a regular class here. But the events closest to Felixstowe were 2 in Ipswich. So we have a regular class night on a Tuesday night at St Clement's Social Club. And we have a regular class on a Thursday night at the Manor Ballroom in Ipswich as well, and that's on a Thursday night. And both nights are 7:30 to 10:30.
It's a long time. You're going to be knackered after doing that, so it's very good exercise, I'm assuming.
Well, absolutely, yeah. I mean, a lot of people. We did an experiment a few months ago. We had a pedometer on our belt buckles, and out of a whole evening, so if they danced from 7:30 to 10:30, took part in both classes, he covered 4.5 miles. Just from one night. So people lose weight and keep fit, and it's great exercise. You don't even realise that you're keeping fit as well, because obviously you're having a good time. So
I barely walk that far in a day.
Yeah. So,
I think here and back is as far as I go. So you said the idea came from France.
Yeah.
So that means it must have predated it over there as well. So it must be a lot older than.
Yeah.
So it's been over here for about
25 years been over here. Yeah.
So it must have been over there for at least an extra.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I'm not totally up to date with all the history of it with regards to them, but I think it must have been in France. I mean, it's still going in France now, so it must have been in France.
Wow.
James brought it back over. So yeah, but that's where it originated from.
So the event you've got going on this Saturday.
Yeah, it's this weekend. Yeah.
Where is that at the leisure centre again?
No, that's at the Manor Ballroom in Ipswich, and we are raising money for the ITFC Charitable Trust, and they do great work over there, those guys. And when they approached us about putting on a dance event, it was a no-brainer really to get involved. What they're actually doing is a couple of different things. The main thing they're doing really is they're sending a group of volunteers over to Ghana in Africa to help out with some schooling and teaching various children in Africa, and also putting water facilities in over there as well. But it's like a really remote village in Ghana that they're going to. So there's a group of people going over there from Suffolk to do that. And also they are going to be doing raising awareness, and the money that's raised is also going to children in Suffolk as well. So the total money that's raised is divided by the Ghana expedition and the stuff that's going on over here in Suffolk. At the same time, each volunteer that's going over to Ghana has to raise £2,000 each. So it's a lot of money that they've each got to raise. So these guys wanted to get involved with us. We thought it's a great idea, so we're putting on a dance event this coming Saturday at the Manor Ballroom in Ipswich, 7 o'clock until midnight. So it's a complete Saturday night out. The night starts at 7 p.m. I will then be DJing and teaching a Ceroc beginner class at the night. At 8 o'clock, I will then start the beginner class. Should last about 45 minutes, 50 minutes. I'll be teaching about 4 beginner moves, and the idea is that the more people that get involved with this night, the better. So if you've never danced Ceroc before, this is going to be a great opportunity for you to come along and give it a go. And after that class, then it will be then freestyle and social time right through until midnight, fully licensed bar, on-site free parking. as well for the night, and it's also, you can either pay on the door or pay in advance. If you do pay in advance, you need to contact me directly, so I can put your name down, take payment over the phone, and it's just £7 for an advance, and obviously that money, all that money, 100% of it is going to charity. And if you do book in advance, you get entered into a free prize draw to win a meal for two at a top restaurant in Ipswich as well, and that's this Saturday.
I've never had a lot of restaurants in Ipswich.
Yeah.
I really don't spend a lot of time there, as you can guess.
Yeah.
As an estimate, how
Yeah.
many are you reckoning will turn up?
It's difficult to tell, really. I mean, on our regular class nights. So last night at St Clement's, we had our regular class night there, and we had 95 people last night. So
Still
it could be anything. It can be up to 100 people. I would like to think anyway on Saturday night. And if all of those paid £7, there's £700 that we've put to the pot and donated.
It's a large amount of money as well to gain in one night,
Exactly.
one event.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I think the venue have been quite good, and I think what they normally would charge for a party on a Saturday night in their venue, for example, I think they've lowered their all higher fees slightly. So that means that we can, our outgoings are a lot less. I'm working for free myself. I'm teaching DJing for free. And yeah, literally everything that we take over the door, will go to the charity we trust after we pay the venue. So it's quite good.
So I forgot what I was going to say now. That's brilliant, isn't it? What sort of music is it that you'd commonly DJ the Jive for? As in, what would the backing sort of track be?
It would be anything from I'm going to go for 50s. I think I'll play a few 50s tracks occasionally, up to right through today's chart hits. So
I might have to convince my parents to go to that then.
yeah, it's literally anything from any era, range back to the 50s. It really is something for everyone. I mean, last night, for example, I played Pretty Woman. I played some of the Maverick stuff. I played the Drifters last night. I played some Rihanna last night. I played Daft Punk. I played Robin Thicke's new track, the Blurred Lines track. So loads
really
of
got the whole bunch.
Really, yeah, absolutely.
The whole bunch.
Yeah, there's something for everyone in there. Because I mean, our members that we have at Ceroc are, I'm 23, so we have members my age. I think my youngest member is 14, and my oldest member is 82. So there's a lot of people there that we've got to sort of please with the music. So the DJing is quite a difficult job, really, to please everyone. But I mean, there will be a track in there for someone in our venue, definitely, because it ranges from years ago as well. So.
I'm guessing they've all got pretty reasonably upbeat sort of tracks.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to get
happiness.
Yeah, I don't want to get too technical with sort of the music, but I mean, if anyone's understands what BPM is, we play anything from 110 BPM till 150 BPM, which is beats per minute. So as long as it's got a steady beat,
so you standardly 4/4 timing.
Exactly, it's 4/4 timing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So any music with that timing, we can play at Ceroc. I mean, later on in the evening, towards the end, I might play a few slower ones. Right at the start, I might play a few quick ones. So it just depends really what I feel as a DJ on the night will do. But I mean, if people come along on Saturday, you'll hear for yourself anyway. So
right, so you definitely go along Saturday. The Manor Ball in Ipswich.
Manor Ballroom in Ipswich this Saturday, 7 PM till 12.
How much is it on the door?
It's £8 on the door, but £7 if you book in advance. And the incentive is to book in advance, so you get entered into the free raffle as well.
They're your options. Right, so £7 on advance, entered into a free raffle.
Yeah.
£8 on the door.
Yeah.
And do they have a number?
Yeah, if you contact me directly, you've got 3 ways of doing it. You can either go straight onto our Facebook page, which is facebook.com /Ceroc Fusion, and that's spelled CEROC, and then the word fusion, all one word. You can either go onto our website, so it's www.cerocfusion.co.uk, or you can contact me directly on my phone by calling 07789 333 227, and I will tell you all the information you need to know, and get you booked in if that's what you'd like to do as well.
Okay, well, they will be in the description if you can't bother to just rewind and listen again. So they'll just be in the description, so you can read them in email, contact, Facebook, and hopefully there'll be a load of you there. If that's, well, it should be quite fun.
Absolutely, yeah, it'd be a bags of fun. And
if
like
you like
I say,
music and dancing,
it'll
be, well, even if you don't.
It's a night out as well. It's music, and also we're expecting a lot of brand new people on Saturday nights. It'll be a great time if you are thinking of doing it to come along on Saturday, because the room's going to be full of people that have never done it before in their life. So that's what it would be a great time to start dancing, definitely, and that's on Saturday night.
Well, hopefully you'll get a nice turnout there.
I'd love to think we're good, and obviously all the money's going to the ITFC Charitable Trust, which is
it's all going to a good cause.
Absolutely, to a fantastic cause, and it's something that we're really happy to be involved with.
All right, well, thank you for coming on the show today,
Brilliant.
Kieran.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No dancing.